that would be us. The GMAP Broadcast Network, GMAP TV, GMAP1.com. Yours truly, Pastor Kevin here, along with Nikki Grantham. And, of course, she, you know what? Before I even get into any of that, Nikki, I'm glad you're here. Thank you for being so patient. Thank you for thank you for not snapping and tripping on me. You know, because I know you was like, where he at? Where he at? Where he at? I know. I can just hear. I can feel it. Introduce yourself, Nikki. Tell us who you are. Tell us where you're from. Who is Nikki Grantham?
Good afternoon, everyone. As he stated, I am Nikki Grantham. I would say I am from Northern Virginia, even though I currently reside outside of Philadelphia, where I am working as an early childhood coordinator at a child care center in Center City, Philadelphia.
Wow. And you have been, blessed. We have been blessed to have you accept the invitation for you to be a part of our broadcast network family. Nikki, I do know, I'm going to tell you this immediately. I do know that we are going to dive into inviting you back very soon because I know that this area is having internet connections. And what's happening is the internet is through Comcast, it's popping in and popping out, and I don't want that to happen to us. Okay, I want them to get whatever, and it's not just here in our home or in this building. It's like around here. But I understand you have a publication out.
Yes.
Tell us about it.
Okay. So I was blessed to write a book called Friends in Faith, The Struggles. I am praying and believing that it is going to turn into a series. So this will be the first entry of that series, Friends in Faith, The Struggles. So as you can see from the cover, it's about 4 young ladies, freshmen in high school. And each one of them is facing a struggle that's typical for youth that age. However, these are 4 young ladies that grew up in the church. So they are also trying to face these different issues while having like a sisterhood, a bond where they can depend on each other through praying together, through just trying to bring their struggles before the Lord and, seek his face as they try to overcome the issues that they face.
Now, Friends in Faith. So, is this actually, Nikki, your first publication, or is this a follow-up to something that you've previously written?
This is my first publication.
That's my crowd audience right there. Since I don't have a studio audience. Okay. So of course, and it actually got released when?
It got released earlier this month.
Wow. So it's brand new.
Brand spanking new.
I know it's going to be a fabulous read. I'm going to be expecting my copy soon. One of the benefits. What you say? Go to Amazon. What? I heard you. I heard you. You said,
yes, it's available there. Just so all the listeners know.
And speaking of that, I know that it's going to be an outstanding read. I do show my support for all of the publications that are placed on our platform. I actually have a library full of GMAP featured authors, believe it or not, and you also will be included in that. I know there's going to be some people out there as time goes on. They're going to want to show their love, care, concern, support, and they're going to want to purchase a copy. What's the process for them to do so? How can they receive it?
You go straight to Amazon.com and you just do the search, Friends in Faith, or you could search my name and it'll pop right up.
And let me tell you something, Nikki. Don't you forget about little old GMAP Broadcast Network down here in the lower left-hand corner of everything. They can also come to our platform.
This is exciting for me.
My God! So I made history. You can't take that from me. Oh my God! This is I'm legendary. This is history right here, and I'm so grateful. Number one, I'm grateful that you are here with us today. I truly am. I'm grateful that you accepted the invitation to be a part of our broadcast network family. And thirdly, I am just grateful for you allowing us to be a part of your journey. We appreciate you. We want to do any and everything we can to assist you in helping disseminate this information to eyes and ears of the people around the world. We're going to do everything we can. You got a fabulous book trailer coming up. I ain't tell you about yet, but you got it coming up. We're going to be inviting you back soon because I want to do a follow up on this conversation. So I'm going to be reaching out to you because I just don't want to chance it until I'm comfortable knowing that they're not going to disable us. But before I let you go, let me ask you this: what's next for Nikki Grantham? What's your response to that?
My response is whatever it is the Lord would have me do. So I'm in what I call uncharted territory.
Yeah.
This is not what I do for a living. This isn't my primary source of income, right?
Mm,
I'm looking at this as ministry. Now, if he opens a
amen.
door for me to do that, I'm totally here for it. But right now, I'm following his lead on what my next steps are. Like I said, I know that I would want to turn this into a series. So at
Yeah.
some point, I'll write the second entry. But right now, I'm trying to live in this moment of having published the first one and seeing what he
Yeah.
wants to do with it and how he wants me to minister to young ladies or anybody that reads this book.
That's well said. Well said. You could pat yourself on the back off camera. Ah!
Too late. Too
Now,
late.
I just was teasing, but that was well said. And let God be your guide. Anytime God instructs you to do something, I'll give you a hint. God will call you to do something. In the biblical form, it says many are chosen. You know, few are chosen, whatever the case may be. However it goes, uh, if God calls you to do something, how do you know? Many are called, few are chosen. I just want to clear that up because I do. Okay, but when God calls you to do something, you can ask yourself, how do you know that it was God calling? Because, Nikki, you will begin to be that call. It's not enough to be called. You have to step up and step out on faith and begin to be the call. That's what I want you to think about and remember. God called you to write this. You didn't just listen to him calling you. You hear some people, they'll tell you in a heartbeat, yeah, I've been called to preach. Well, why aren't you preaching? You don't have to wait on somebody to put their palm on your hand, on your forehead, or install you in some church. If God called, he ordained, he confirmed. He's the one that allowed you to do so. He's calling you for a very important work.
Mm-hmm.
And if he's calling, you accept and you simply step out and be that call. When I first started this ministry, I had one listener. And by the way, that one listener was me. My wife told me, you must really like listening to yourself talk. I said, yeah. I said, but I feel like I was called to do this. It's not just something that I'm doing for fun, or it's not a hobby. She said, well, if you were called to do it, then you be the call. I will never forget my wife telling me that.
Amen.
Here it is, almost 18 years later. I'm in over 176 countries. I'm coming off of my 6th straight Stellar Award nomination. I'm averaging 1,300 people a day. And I'm about to lock in 3 major television networks. It's all because I didn't just accept being called. So I feel that that blessing has been stowed upon your life. You keep doing what you're doing, sister.
Thank
Don't,
you.
no matter what people think, do, feel, or say, you blessed. Someone wants to reach you, how do they do it? Is there a way for you to be contacted?
You can find me on Facebook, Nikki Grantham. You can message me there. That would probably be the best way.
Okay. Well, I tell you
Yes.
what, I'm going to make sure that I reach out to you and we do a follow up to this conversation. I want to get deep. I want to be able to get into detail about some of the inserts of the publication and what led you to write it and what is there a target. I mean, I want to get deep and I want to go further than just 10-15 minutes. So I want you to anticipate me reaching out to you this soon and very soon to set up a follow up conversation with you so we can really get deep and reach out to the people around the world. Is that okay?
Yes, sir.
She called me
Absolutely.
sir. I love you. She called me sir. Okay. All right. Well, Nikki, I appreciate you being here. I look forward to talking to you again soon. Until then, you have a fantabulous rest of your day. God bless you. Be blessed and continue to be a blessing. Okay.
Amen. Thank you. Thank you
Thank
for
you.
your time and the opportunity. I appreciate it.
I appreciate you being so patient, and I'm here. You ain't gotta look for me. I'm here. I know you were looking. I know she was like, where he at? Where he at? All right, sister. I'll talk to you later. You be blessed. All right.
Thank you. You too.
All right. Bye bye.
All right. Bye bye.